Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Okay, so first we need to discuss the illah here. So I should say, Jazakumullah khairan to Sister Vinita and Sister Quratul Ain, who's not here yet, unless that's her. Oh, that's
Yeah,
not
it's
her,
a
Sister
Sister
Aziza.
Aziza.
Okay, for making me dig into this.
Okay.
Yes, because yes. So yeah, so because actually quite a few Iraab books just basically left like as what I said and didn't go further, but certain Iraab books do actually have a footnote at least. So hold on, so it's still ada tu hasar. Okay, it's still ada tu hasar, but there's like a footnote. The footnote is an-nafi qabluha muqaddar. There is a negation before it that is implied. So basically it's saying I, meaning innaha la tukhaffaf, indeed it is not made easy, wala tushal, and not made light and not made easy, illa ala al-khashi'in, except upon the khashi'in. Okay, but I know this sounds like, wow, that's like so different from what, and not different as in the meaning wise, but love's wise is like so different from what the Quran is saying. Yeah. So but I want to say that to have inna and still have nafi is not such a far-fetched idea. So I give you this example. The example here is we have awalam yarau. So do they not see? And then we have anna. Then we have ism of anna, lafzu jalalah. And then alladhi khalaqa samawati, all the way until here is the sifah of lafzu jalalah. Okay. And then we have, so after anna Allah, we are supposed to have what?
Khabar.
Khabar of anna. Yes,
Anna. Yeah.
yes. But we have biqadirin. Okay. This is not jar majrur, normal jar majrur. This is actually jar as in half jar zaidah. Okay. Which can come with laisa. So the anna here basically is like laisa. But this we have a nafi before here. So it's not like this. Okay. This one is basically the nafi from here is like penetrating through all this lah basically. Until anna is here like laisa, have a half of jar zaidah. We normally don't have anna with a half jar zaidah here. Okay. So I just bring this example to say that this is not so far-fetched lah. Okay, even if we might not totally appreciate it. But another way to see this is the same thing actually. So this one is from Jadwal, which is an Iraab book. This is from Tafsir of Abu Hayyan, who is a Arabic grammar scholar. Okay, so this is what he said. He also have an Iraab book, I think. I can't remember. Okay, but his obviously his tafsir is more linguistic in nature. So he said this is istisna mufarragh. This is another word for basically istisna nakis. So he still say it's adatul hasar. Okay, he still say this. He still say it's not istisna. But he gave a better like how we understand this meaning is actually what exactly you say, Sister Vinita. Innaha lakabiratun. This is exactly what the ayah say. So this part is as if it's mahzuf in a sense. So if the ayah was like this, yes, we say this illa is istisna. Okay. So he give this makna, but he still say that this is hasar basically. But he give this as a way to explain the ayah, what actually the ayah is trying to say. Okay? So it's still adatul hasar, but there is like footnotes into it lah, which is actually this one here. This one here. Okay, can? Inshallah.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions regarding that?
I need to go through the recording. I missed last week.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
So, sister,
So,
can we say that istisna minhu is mazuf here? We can say that.
yeah, I guess. I mean, if I were to write the Iraab, right, without looking at the classical Iraab books, yes, I would say that innaha, half nasab. This is our ism inna. This is our
Yes.
khabar inna, and then the ala ala kulli ahadin. Yes, that is mazuf, and then illa is normal istisna, single out, and then ala al-khashiin is jar majrur, and it is mustasna. Okay, if I were to not look, that's what the meaning is basically. Okay, but yes, so yeah, okay, can inshallah.
Sure. Yes.
Inshallah.
Okay. Now, you want to do taqdim ta'khir first, or you want to do transitive verbs first, as in dhanna wa akhwatuha?
Whatever you feel, sister.
I think many sisters are not here.
Uh-huh.
Why don't you do the time? Both are important, right?
Well, I mean, at dhanna wa akhwatuha, we have done it actually.
Yeah, we have
So
done.
if
We
we
need
done,
some.
yeah,
It's
we
only
just
one.
need some revision.
Taqdim and ta'khir.
So yes, this is like the newer one. Yes, exactly. Okay, so okay, let's do Taqdim Takhir first, and then we'll end with something we already know. Because I think by the time we finish here, maybe your brains are all over the place. I don't know.
Yes.
Not right now, your brain is still quite fresh. So inshallah. Okay. So before I open that, I just want to show you. If you go to the Baqarah folder, I have this folder on supplement, which is the extra stuff that we do. And I have reorganized, renamed stuff. So all the Balaghah, I put Balaghah there. So even though I say I'm not teaching you Balaghah, so this is the fourth thing I'm teaching you. So
Mashallah.
yes, okay, and then the rest. I just want to show that first. So today we're doing this one, Taqdim wa Takhir.
Okay, sister.
Okay.
Okay. So you know Taqdim Takhir. Taqdim is basically to make something advance, go forward, yes.
Bring
And
forward
Takhir, yes, you delay something.
delay to
Yes. Okay, and you know this also, like every jumlah ismiyah, obviously, or jumlah fi'liyah, they have tada, khabar, and then muta'alliq, fi'il, fa'il, maf'ul, and then muta'alliq. Yes.
yeah.
And so in grammar, when we talk about taqdim wa ta'khir, hold on. In grammar, when we talk about that, we actually talk about like what is permissible and not permissible. So for example, we did mubtada before, like when the khabar can be here or can be here. And when this, so this is permissible. You can do anything. But when sometimes it's wrong to say certain things. Okay, so in grammar we talk about this, what is correct and what is wrong, basically. We don't actually talk about like the implication. So like what you know of like takhsis, like exclusivity, that is actually a Balaghah topic. So that's why I'm bringing it here in. Okay, so another one, I just give you an example, which we haven't actually done. Oh, sorry. For example, in maf'ul bihi, we can talk about, between the fa'il and maf'ul bihi, which comes first. What is obligatory, what is not. When maf'ul bihi comes first. Everything actually, you can read all this. These are actually just putting everything that you've learned so far together into one document actually. But actually you know all this. When does the fi'il have to come first before the maf'ul, all that kind of thing. So same thing as just now the khabar thing. It just talk about permissibility of things where it has to be, basically. Okay. So now so for example, like this is the most like this is the easiest thing that I mean, as a Nahu student, these are the things you see, right? Like this is the ayah actually. Walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahadun. So ahad is actually the ism of yakun, and kufuwan is the khabar of yakun, but kufuwan comes first. Yeah, so this is the original like structure of the ayah, but this is what happens, and you know this. So mostly it is basically takhsis is when you single out the subject that is brought forward, right? So iyyaka na'budu, you know this. In kuntum iyyahu ta'budun, so it's actually ta'budunahu and then the who is brought forward iyyahu. Yeah, so you know this. But in Balaghah, actually, it's not just about where the words is, as in this is clearly something here, you bring it forward, right? Or maybe something forward, you bring it back. Okay. But in Balaghah, you have other things, like for example, so I put this like the other time also. So this one is the Arabic word that you might see in Iraab books or in tafsir books, okay? And this is the meaning. So I put it here so you can easily come and check it out, inshallah. This is tashwiq ila mutaakhir. So you create curiosity to the delayed subject. So this is not Quran, not the middle part only is the Sunnah. Okay, so alladhi yadkhulul jannah, the one who enters paradise and enjoys its bliss, and which no eyes have seen and no ears have heard. Okay, huwal mu'minul taqi, is the pious believer, basically. Okay, so this one here, right? This person who's saying this could have said, could have put this right at the front. Yes, right. But instead he
Yes.
put it right at the end. Like wanna
Okay.
let you like, yes, this person, yes. Like what about this person? You know, like make you want to wait.
Yeah.
And there is an ayah later that we will see. We can argue that also for that, but we'll come back to that. Okay, so a lot of things can happen in one ayah, obviously. Okay, so yeah, so this is one. This is basically Taqdim Takhir also. And here basically, yes. So even though, right, you can do the Iraab like normally, but so in Balaghah, it talks about like where actually you place like not just a word, but like the whole phrase, the whole sentence.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is Taqdim and Takhir in Balaghah actually. Okay, same thing here. So we have Ta'jil, musarra or musa'ah, to rush to make someone feel good or share a good info or a bad info. So here, same thing. Allah says, Afallahu anka, Allah has pardoned you, meaning the Prophet ﷺ, lima adinta lahum. Why did you give them permission? Okay, so meaning Allah could have said this first, right? Why did you give them permission? Blah, 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 blah. And then Allah said, but Allah have forgive you. But no, Allah said this first. Okay, so this is Taqdim and Takhir in Balaghah actually. It's not just the words that we know as Iraab, like it's supposed to be here, but it's now here, right? So here, this is totally one sentence, right? This is a fi'il, madi, lafzu jalalah is the fa'il, and this is muta'addiq. So technically, this is normal, yes, but this sentence itself, in this ayah, like it come first and not this ayah come first. So this is actually Taqdim Takhir. Okay, so basically, obviously, we cannot go into this level, but for our own contemplations, this is the things that you can think about basically. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
meaning, not only the words can be brought forward and or delayed, but a whole sentence can be also
Yes,
brought
basically.
forward or delayed. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, as this
statement.
sentence, yeah, a statement like this can be here or can be there, right? It's no right and wrong. but it's about why did Allah choose to put
Make
this
it
statement
first.
first, yes, and put this statement later. Yeah, it's about that.
Yeah.
So here it's not about right and wrong anymore. It's
Yeah.
about why Allah did this. This is the intent behind it. Okay?
So this here in this example is to rush to make someone feel good or bad.
Yes. So here is to make him feel good lah, not bad. Okay, but vice versa. The other thing can happen.
Yes.
Okay?
For the wrongdoers, yeah.
Yes, exactly. Something like that. Okay?
Yeah.
Next one is tabarruk. This is to glorify Allah. So this is whenever Allah is mentioned first in a list of things. So whenever you see maktuf now, right, you can think about that also. Why, when there's maybe 2-3 maktuf, why did Allah put this one first, basically? So
Yes.
that is also taqdim or ta'khir. That we never actually think about in Nahu, right? We only think about
Nahu
what's
is
the
one
first
thing.
one. Yes. Then we say maktuf, Allah, maktuf, Allah. Right? But
Yeah.
why? Why did Allah put
Yeah,
that
we can
first?
we can stop and think about it, right?
Yes, exactly.
Why not the other one?
Yes, so we might not do that in class, but it's
Our own.
something you can, yes, contemplate on your own. So that's why I decided to teach some of this so that you can make use of this to
Yeah,
contemplate
exactly.
lah. Yes.
Now I can feel that I want to learn Balaghah now.
Yes. So if you want to learn, because I cannot teach you everything also. I don't
Yeah.
feel up to it. If you want to, the course that I took was from K to K. Yeah, Keys to knowledge. It's a paid course and it's pre-recorded. Okay, it's pre-recorded, so you have to, but it's already done. So it's everything there. It's all up to you, your own pace. Or if you want a pre-recorded but free one,
Al-Qalam, right?
Al-Qalam, yeah. But I haven't actually done that. I only saw a few videos, but that's another place you can go to, inshallah. Okay, so this is tabarruk. So here Allah says,
Sister,
Shahid Allah, yes.
Yeah, so sister, like in this example where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has also been, it's been told that none has the right to be worshipped but he is actually glorifying Allah over his creation, because he's not like one amongst the listed, like, but he's the above, right? He's above all of like malaika and
Yes, yes, exactly.
so basically
Exactly.
they are like basically they have all same kind of like they're all giving shahada, but like Allah is obviously glorified, like
Yes,
above all
mention
of them,
first.
right?
Yes, yes.
Mention
Why is Allah
first, yeah.
mentioned first? To glorify him. Yes, obviously, over his creation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
also
when we talk
his
about tabarruk, it's always about Allah.
Allah, yes.
Yes.
And his sifa is also being mentioned in between.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So that's another thing, right? Why did basically why is this here? That's also taqdim and ta'khir, basically. Okay, so
Yeah, exactly.
every single part of it you can ask about, like, why did Allah do
Yeah.
this?
There's some
Basically.
meaning to it, yeah? Some
Yes.
wisdom and meaning.
Yes, because this one
Yeah.
in Iraab, probably this is either maybe sifa or maybe even what's the word?
Motarisa, sister?
Yes, correct. Itiradiyah.
Motarisa.
Exactly. Yes. Okay. And then after that, this is maktuf to lafzu jalalah. Yes. So yeah, but why is it here basically? Okay.
Yeah.
And then ta'zim, magnify the subject that is mentioned first. So both here is also talking still about Allah, but the difference is, the difference is this one can talk about between two other things also. Okay, so doesn't have to be the example doesn't have to be Allah. Okay, tabarruk is Allah. Ta'zim can be between other things. Okay, although the examples I have is still talking about Allah. Okay, so here waman yuti'illah, whoever obeys Allah and the messenger. Right? So why is Allah mentioned first? Ta'zim, exactly. Okay, same thing here. Allahu wa rasuluhu ahaqqu. Allah and the messenger is most worthy for you to. Okay, so it's same thing. Yeah. Why between these two, why is Allah mentioned first? Exactly. Okay, for ta'zim.
Yes.
Of course, here same thing lah. You can say tabarruk also. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, that's what actually I was thinking, that it's the same thing, but
yeah, it's the same thing. Just that I don't have a better example lah actually. That's why I put this example. Okay. Then we have tashrif. Tashrif is to show virtue, honor, preference. So here we have, yes, exactly. Here we have al-hurru bil-hurri, wal-abdu bil-abdi, wal-unsa bil-unsa. Yes, so why is hurru mentioned first, and then abdu, and then unsa basically. Yes, so obviously you want to be a free person, right? You don't want to be a slave. So
Slave.
that's why it's
Yeah,
mentioned
absolutely.
first.
Yes.
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 Okay. And here we have the very long ayah. So this one I was saying is the example that we can say about create curiosity. So innal muslimina wa muslimati, right? All of this.
Yes. Yes.
What about them, right? What exactly about them? At the end, Allah say, a'atallahu lahum. Okay, so but between the Muslimin and Muslimat, right? Why is Muslimin mentioned first? Tashrif. Okay, man is responsible over women.
And I
Okay.
also, I sometimes I ask myself here, you know, the last part of this ayat. Allah says, "Walhafizina furujahum walhafizati." There's no furujahinna. Why is it? Something like
That's actually another topic of Balaghah.
okay.
Mahzuf, mentioning something, not mentioning something, and mentioning extra things. That's another topic of Balaghah.
Okay, there must be
Sister
something.
Noor, you
Yes.
have to start, you know, as I told you, last 10 minutes, please start teaching us. See, this is so beautiful. This is why we are learning, you know, the grammar to understand.
Inshallah. If I see like a need somewhere, then yes, I will put it in like this lah, for example.
Inshallah.
Okay.
Inshallah.
Then we have sabab to show what came before. So here we have Allahu yastafi, Allah chose minal malaikati rusulan wa minan nas. Okay, obviously Allah chose
Malaika first.
yes,
The
exactly.
angels first.
Yes, exactly. And then here we have Suhufi Ibrahim wa Musa. In Iraab, we say Suhuf is maybe badal here, and then after that we say Mudhaf ilaihi, and then we say Matuf ala Ibrahim, right? But why is Ibrahim mentioned first? To show what came before. Ibrahim was before Musa.
Before Musa.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so now you will see your Matufs in a different light, inshallah.
Yes.
Inshallah,
We will ask more questions.
But I might not have the answer.
Yeah, no, we have to do our research.
Yes, exactly. And then we have sababiyah. The first is the reason for the second. So this is an example. I mean, Allah says this a lot in the Quran. There's at least maybe 3 or 4. Inna Allaha azizun hakim.
Yes.
Right? So you can ask, why did Allah say these two names in that particular ayah? Yes.
Context,
But between these two names itself, why is Aziz mentioned before Hakim? Because Aziz basically authority, right? So you can or always translated as Almighty, right? But Aziz is actually talking about authority. So you cannot rule without authority. Yes.
No
Okay.
wisdom without.
Beautiful.
Yes. Okay. And then here we have fa'lam annahu la ilaha illa la ilaha illallah, and then wastaghfir li dhambik. Okay, so know that there is no God but Allah, and then wastaghfir, this is amr, li dhambik, for your sins and the mu'min also. Okay, so this is fi'il amr is for the Prophet again. Okay, so I show you this. He has a footnote. So this is by Musin Han, and then he has a footnote. He says it is essential to know a thing first before saying or acting upon it, as Allah's statement. So no. Okay, so yeah, so so this is he's actually what he's saying here. I mean, obviously it makes sense maybe in like what you know of Islam, right? Like what you've learned from wherever, that you need to know how to, I mean, you need to learn how to solat first before you can solat, obviously, right? Before you do anything, you have to know about it first. But yes, it makes sense in like logical way to see things. But maybe he has this footnote because actually also Balaghah lah, sababiyah. Okay, obviously even the like fuqaha, right, when they want to deduce rulings also, they have to look at the Arabic and the Balaghah also. Okay, so yes, so we see all this coming into play here. Okay, then inshallah.
inshallah.
Then we have kasra is to show abundance of the first subject over the other. So here Allah says, huwa alladhi khalaqakum faminkum kafir wa minkum mu'min. Allah created all of you, and then some of you are kafir and some of you are mu'min. Why didn't Allah say, if Allah have said wa minkum mu'min and then wa minkum kafir, then we say tashrif, right? Am I right?
Yes.
But
Yes. That
here
would be the shape.
Allah put kafir first. Okay,
Is it
so
because
obviously
more kafir?
yes, that's the
So
subject. Yes,
it's
that
in
is the
it's in number, right? Here, so it's number being shown.
yes, correct.
Yeah.
Okay, this kasrah, exactly. Yeah, because kafir more. If Allah put the other way, then Allah is showing tashrif to
Tashrif.
mu'min. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, also one more, wasariqu wasariqah. Okay, so Allah mentioned the
male
man first, just like just now, right? So just now was Muslimin and Muslimat. That's tashrif. Here, still the guy is mentioned first, the masculine is mentioned first, but not
for
because of
tashrif.
tashrif. Yes,
More
because
men.
Because they are more.
exactly,
There are
exactly,
more male
Thieves.
thieves.
exactly. So it's
Yeah.
kasrah here. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, makes sense now, inshallah.
Yes,
Actually,
yes.
yeah. So these things are actually quite like logical. Just know you have just need to know what to ask. That's all, and then after that you get it.
Yeah, the right question.
Yes. Then the next one is to encourage action. I know the Arabic is long here, but basically encourage action. Al-hathu alay wal haddu ala qiyami bih. Okay, to encourage action and to warn hadron minan tahawun. Okay, this is from family 6.
Oh, okay.
Tahawuni bih. To warn against negligence. Okay, so here we have long ayah here.
Mhm.
From so here Allah talks about the parts. How many portions? If there's only daughters, if there's only
Inheritance.
yes, all about inheritance. And then at the last here it says min ba'di wasiyati yusi biha aw dain. Okay, so he said the distribution, all of these cases right on top here is after the payment of the wasiat or dain.
Debt.
Okay, as in debts. Okay,
Debts,
but which one is more important actually? Debt or wasiyah? You're supposed to do what first? Debt or wasiyah?
Debt.
Yeah,
Debt.
First,
exactly.
Debt first and then
Yes,
wasi.
exactly. Okay, so here this is not to show you what's to be done first. Okay, it's to show that uh is to warn
Don't
against
neglect.
this. Yes,
Don't
against
neglect
like
this. Because
yes,
you know the debts come first, but don't leave this out.
yes. Don't like lighten this.
Subhanallah.
Yes, okay. So here this is I like the translation of Musin Han here, but this footnote is actually from Sahih International. So they have this footnote. They put here based upon the prophetic hadith, scholars have ruled that debt takes precedent over a bequest, that the bequest may not include any who inherit by law, and that the total bequest may not be more than 1/3 of one's estate after the fulfillment of debts and bequests, if any, the remainder of the estate is to be divided according to the ordinances in the surah. Okay, so yes, just wanted to show you that even though I like this translation, the footnote that has got to do with this is actually from Sahih International. Okay, so yes, so you can see that all this different I took from different translations, not all from Musin Han, maybe although most a lot, but Sahih International also I took from them. Also from Mufti Taki, also not bad. His translation is yes, this one is his, yeah. Okay. So, where was I? Yes, here. Next one is Taraqi minal adna ilal a'la. So this is progression from low to high or down to up. So here we have don't they have feet they walk on? Don't they have hands they grasp with? Don't they have eyes they see with? Don't they have
Okay.
ears they hear with? So it's from down to
up.
up. Yes.
Mm.
Okay.
Mhm.
But the other way around also possible. There's obviously also
Okay.
it's called tadalli minal a'la ilal adna.
Adna.
Yes, this is the other way around. Okay.
So
And
then
last,
what is
sorry.
what is the reason behind it? If it is from down to up or up to down, how will it be different?
No. So here, so okay, certain things like maybe we can say here, right? We can say this part here. Minan nabiyyina wasiddiqina wasyuhada wassalihin. You can also say this is
From the
from
top,
up to
right?
down.
The
Yes,
other
from the
ground. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So here
Yeah.
maybe you can say that, or you can say from basically showing tashrif also, right? Who first, who
Okay.
comes first? Yes. So a lot of
Okay.
things can happen there like this. So
And even kasra can also be there because there are more of
good thing or more of
salihin
a
than
bad
less
thing?
than
Yes, exactly.
and then
Exactly.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. So this one basically just show you it can when it's low to high, meaning low as in like a status low, then you can
Yeah.
clearly see. But this is just like physical,
Physical, yeah.
what is on you, that's all.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yes, okay. So it can be physical, it can be status, it can be metaphorical, it can be anything lah, basically.
Titles, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Last thing is important note. Sometimes the word X can precede Y in one place, but the word Y precede X in another place. Obviously, right? You've seen this a lot in the Quran,
Yeah.
probably. Okay, and then there the reason will depends on context. So this is just one example from Surah Isra. Allah says ins first and then jinn. Okay, so here the challenge was to Quraysh. If you all gather, if you all, mankind and jinn gather to produce a surah just like this Quran, okay?
Yeah.
Then obviously you can't. Yes, so the challenge is for Quraysh, which is people. So the ins is mentioned first. Here in the Surah Ar-Rahman, this is talking about passing beyond the zones of the heavens. Yes. So, O company of jinns and human, if you have the power, if you are able to go, then go. Basically, that's Allah is saying. Yes. And here, Allah put jinn first because they used to be able to go up to the heavens and listen. Yes.
Yes.
So here, Allah put jinn first, not ins first. Okay.
Which is
So-
which is in most cases, it's unlikely for human beings.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so so even though we have all of this, right, it's not always like this one way. It could be another way. Yes, so in one surah Allah say something first, and then another surah Allah put it second. Okay, so that obviously you have to go through like the theme of the surah. What is Allah talking about to actually like understand all of that? Can, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Any
So,
questions? No question?
No.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
So yes, so inshallah after this you will see your maktuf differently.
Yeah.
And can contemplate more, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Now we can revise our dua. Okay, so if you want to see the full, it's in lesson 22. But basically, we've talked about this before. Fi'il that take one maf'ul bihi, fi'il that takes
Yes.
two, and fi'il that takes three maf'ul bihi. And two is divided into two One is the one that the two maf'ul bihi does not become a jumlah ismiyah. Zaid is not fulus. Tulab is not qira'ah. But the other one, the two maf'ul bihi, without the first part, it will be on its own a jumlah ismiyah. The talib is absent. Okay? And
Okay,
we
yes.
said also that whatever apply to here, the two maf'ul here, applies to the maf'ul 2 and 3 of the 3 maf'ul. Okay, so here you have 3 maf'ul. You will translate as if there's an is there. So the teacher showed the student that what? That the masalah, the issue is clear. There's an is there because this is jumlah ismiyah basically.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So whatever we do for here, these two, that's also there. So same thing here. The teacher thought that the student was absent, right? So there's a was here because this is basically a jumlah ismiyah on its own. Okay? And then we have basically 3 groups, or 2 groups, and then afal qulub can be divided into 2 more further group. And zonna is afalul rojahan, and alima is afalul yakin. So this is stronger than this. This one has a bit of doubt. Okay, alima, when you know something, you know it basically. You find something, this is your opinion, what you feel about it. Okay, so that's why it's called afalul qulub. Okay, and then zonna is not as strong as alima. Okay,
Yeah.
so then we say, so where's our zonna? Yes, no. So here, this is our zonna. Okay, so Sister Vinita, can you
Yes,
tell
sister.
me where is our fi'il maf'ul?
Mm. Mm. مفهول.
Okay, so
Okay.
khiltu is what?
Okay. جلتو is فعل ماضي.
Madihu?
جلتو هنا
Yes, madi
فعل
ana.
ماضي. Yeah, I is a
Yes, correct. This
do.
is
Yes.
from khala. Okay, khala
Okay.
here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay.
basically the sisters lah. Donna, Hasiba, Za'ama. Okay, and then Al-Fajr.
Fajr, is it, do we have ism for it, sister?
No. So this is not like kana. This
Okay.
is just maful 1, maful 2 basically.
Okay.
Yes.
So Fajr is maful.
Yes. Maful bihi.
Maful one, and this is second, but it is
Yes.
also Fajr is coming or it's approaching,
Yes,
right?
correct. This wow is not atifa. This is part of the word. Washi.
Yes.
Okay.
Washi. Yes.
Correct. So this is maful bihi awal. This is maful bihi thani. Okay.
Sani,
So
yeah.
I believe Fajar is approaching.
Approaching. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So this is the one where we can have like both mafuls are also standalones.
Yes,
Like even
exactly. Correct. Zonna, yes. The two maf'ul on its own, it will be jumlah ismiyah, basically.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
that's why you will see that the first maf'ul bihi is ma'rifah and the second one is not. Okay,
Nakira,
that's
yes.
another thing that you will see. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
So if you make this jumlah ismiyah, how will it be?
Then
Just
it
to-
will be al-fajr will be mubtada,
Yes.
and washiqan will be khabar.
Yeah, so it'll be al-fajru washikun.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Good. Sister BV. What about
Yeah.
the second one?
Za'amta is the fi'il, anta.
Mm-hmm.
And ni is the maf'ul bihi,
Mm-hmm.
first one. And then shaykhan is the second maf'ul bihi.
Yes. So if you only take the two maf'ul bihi and make it into a jumlah ismiyah, does it become?
Ana shaykhun.
Yes, correct. Ana shaykhun.
Shaykhun.
Yes. Okay. So here basically just change rafa to nasab. Yes. But here you make it rafa, you have to change lah ana. You cannot say ni syaihan. Right? You have to say ana syaihun. Yes. Okay. And just finish this. Walastu.
ولست بشيخ. لست اسم is أنا as well.
Yes.
ليس and then اسم is أنا. بشيخ is the خبر.
Yes. Exactly.
ولست.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is normal jar majrur or not normal jar majrur? Zaidah or normal one?
This is زائدة, I think.
Yes, this is Zaidah.
Because not
Yes.
at all, right?
Yes, exactly. Next one, Sister Aziza, are you participating or are you listening only?
I can try.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. How about the next one?
Zanantu Zaidan Mukhlisa. Zanantu is a fi'il. Ana. Zaidan is a maf'ul. Mukhlisan also maf'ul. Second maf'ul.
Yes, exactly. And if we make this into jumlah ismiyah, it becomes
Zaidun mukhlisu.
mukhlisun.
Mukhlisun.
Yes, good. Alhamdulillah. And last one, Sister Su.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.
وتحسبونه تحسب is the فعل.
Tasabu ni?
تحسبون
Yes, fi'il.
تحسبون
Fusawa fa'il.
فاعل is هم
You
كم
sure?
أنتم
Yes, antum.
أنتم and who is the مفعول به number one and خيانا is the مفعول به ثاني.
Yes, hayyinan. And if you make this into jumlah ismiyah?
صابونه خيانun تحسبونه. So we do the fi'il, is it?
Yeah, so no more fi'il. So if you make
Antum.
the two maf'ul bihi into a jumlah ismiyah.
Oh, okay. Huwa.
Yes.
Huwa hayyinun.
Yes.
Hayyinun.
Hayyinun. Yes. Huwa hayyinun. Okay? And everyone? So, okay, one more thing. So this one I think I didn't do that time. I can't remember actually. But sometimes the two maf'ul can be blocked. It can be blocked. Can be blocked by what? Basically by any kind of sentence that have its own i'rab. For example, negation. Okay, so laqad alimta, indeed you all know. What do you all know? That they are not, that they will not speak. Okay, so here you would, this is basically like a new jumlah, like an embedded jumlah. Okay, so you will do the i'rab of this on its own. Okay, and then after that you will say this is something else, which I will talk later. Okay, and then we also have basically if you have a jumlah ismiyah with lam ibtidaiyah, lam ibtida or muzahlaqah, then here basically again you would make the i'rab on its own, and then everything, how is it connected to alimu? Obviously all of these words you need to remember that they actually have two maf'uls, and then after that you will say that all of this is sadda masadda. I will show it. Okay, oaths also we haven't done this, so I'll not go there. Questions, have you done question word? Some, right? So if you have a question word, here we have right? So this is basically a jumlah on its own that you have to do, and then how is it connected to adari basically. And then last one, implied master. So here we have wayahsabuna annahum, right? Anna, you know, is half of nasab and also masdariyah. So it will have a ism, it will have a khabar, then the whole thing you will call masdar muawwal. Yes, so whenever you have a new i'rab coming, so basically this alimta is like hanging. Okay, and they do use actually, some i'rabus do use the word muta'alliqan, is hanging. This alimta is hanging. Okay, and everything else is i'rab on its own. And at the end of it, you would say, so, yeah,
Sister,
maybe we, yes.
I have a question. The
Mhm.
sadda masadda is like when we have just one maf'ul?
No, usually we use this term usually when it's in place of two maf'uls. So
Okay.
usually
One in place of two. Okay. Yeah.
usually you use that term when this one here, when it gets blocked from two maf'ul. So if it was any other fi'il, right, you would say this is maybe the maf'ul, just normal maf'ul. Okay, if it was any other fi'il. But because this is alimta, you would say sadda masadda maf'ul lain of
Okay.
alimta. Because alimta usually have two maf'ul. What do you know about what? Okay?
Okay. Yes.
Yes. So maybe we do this Iraab before we finish. So Sister Vinita, yes. Alam ta'lam. To this part.
Sister, can you put it little high? Okay.
Mhm.
Alam is it a harf istinafia?
Istinafia?
Question word? No. Istifham, sorry.
Yes, correct.
Harf
Istifham.
istifham. Yeah, question word.
And then
Lam is it's from majzoom, yeah, mudari majzoom.
yes, so it's half jazima.
Harf jazima, yes, harf jazima.
And then
Alam is fail mudari majzoom.
yes, good. Next one, Sister BV. Annallaha.
Okay, Anna is harf nasab.
Mhm.
Lafzul Jalalah is the ism Anna, mansub bil fathah, and then ala kulli shay'in is the jar wa majrur, and mudaf ilayh is the muta'alliq bil khabar Anna,
Okay.
and then qadirun is the khabar Anna marfu', and this whole thing is going to be the sadda masadda li maf'ulay for ta'alam.
You say sadda masaddal maf'ul lain. Don't need li there.
Okay.
Sadda masadda al maf'ul lain can. Or here actually it's supposed to be, if I put, oh yeah, okay. So you can be like this and then meaning that it's the two maf'ul of this one. Okay, but you can put with a nun also. So actually without the nun, I should delete the alif lam. Okay,
Yes,
so
so it's
sadda
mudaf, right?
yes, correct. So mudaf lahi, mudaf lahi, again mudaf lahi. Okay, but yes, so either you can do maf'ulain or maf'ulai. So basically, this whole thing is blocking the place of the two maf'ul of ta'lam, basically. Alam ta'lam. Okay, so this is the phrase that you would use whenever you have this kind of thing going on. When you have like especially like zonna, where you know this word will take two maf'ul. Yes, so you will see this term here a lot. Okay. Maybe just want to make it here. Although we're not going there. Okay. Alima. Okay, there is a note here. Alima, when it comes with an, this an is called an mukhaffafa. Okay, this is not your an nasibah. How you know? You see sayakunu. It's not sayakuna. Okay? So when you have what looks like a half nasibah an, which usually make the fi'il mansub, but it does not, then and it comes with alima, then it's actually not an nasibah. Okay, we'll do this some other time when we see it, but because we now talk about zonna coming with such a word, right? So you might be thinking an is one of them. Okay, zonna, yes, can come with an, but for alima, this is clearly for the first one, the af'alul yakin. Okay, so if af'alul yakin comes with an, it's usually actually an muhaffafa, not an masdariyah nasibah that you know. Okay.
Okay.
But Dhanna or and her sisters, they can come with an that can be mukhaffafa and can be the normal masdariyah. How you know? You have to see. So here an yutroka. So this is mansub. Okay, this is mansub bil fathah. So this is normal an masdariyah. But There is an example. Same. Ayah sabu also. Here is an lam yaro. So lam is affecting this word. This an is not affecting anything. This an is an muhaffafah.
Okay.
Okay. So this is just basically a lighter version of anna actually. Okay.
Yes.
But we'll do that some other time. I won't go there first. Okay. But still, you will still say the same thing. Masdar muawwal fi mahali nasab sadda masadda. Still the same here also. Okay. Fi mahali nasab sadda masadda. Because all these verbs actually usually take two maf'ul. So still the same thing. Just that the half that it comes with can be not the one that you're thinking about. So I just tell you that now, although we don't really go into that right now. Okay? Can? Inshallah.
Yes.
Yes,
Any
sister.
questions?
Yes.
No question? Okay.
We'll have to go back and see again, and then inshallah, we'll
In-
ask you.
Inshallah. Okay. So if no questions, then we end here for today and then we take the new ayah on Wednesday. Inshallah.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Subhanakallahumma bihamdika la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Jazakallah khairan, Sister Lina.
Waiyakum.